Well, you're still watching Sunrise at Sea, and we're here with Dr. Isaac and James, who are walking us through the different routines we need to undergo as athletes, or just normal people who have just, gone through some sort of injuries and are on the way to recovery. We did look at how you can use a treadmill. We went to how to use a battle rope, and now we're going to look at how to use the kettlebell and the medicine ball.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah. So. One thing I could share with the audience is that for you to have healthy knees, healthy knees, whether for purposes of longevity or for any kind of athlete who is engaging in any kind of sport, that may be whether contact sport or non-contact sport, is that you need to have strong thigh muscle fibers. Okay, these are called the quadriceps. And then you need to have strong hip stabilizers. So for the hip stabilizers, which are commonly noticeable when someone presents with a knee problem, it's we call them the glutes. And then the key quadriceps that is affected, it's called the vastus medialis obliquus. Now, when
James is going to help us demonstrate.
Yes.
Okay,
so,
awesome.
After using the battle rope, we still have the concept. We are still following the concept of safety. So you're starting your workout routine, your rehabilitation protocol, and you don't want to overdo it. So you're trying to be within that safety limit. And that's why we're using the battle rope without putting so much stress on the knee.
Yes.
Yeah. Then when we now get to using some kind of resistance equipment, where we have the kettlebell. This is the kettlebell, and then we have the medicine ball. We can engage.
The kettlebell.
We can engage in a couple of workouts. So, and even from using the battle rope, the idea that also connects with the balance and awareness training is, we call it isometric training. So isometric training or isometric exercises, it means that you do not over engage the knee with a lot of let's say resistance, or doing lots of extension and flexion movements, but you stay a little static so that you focus on strengthening the knee stabilizers. And the primary knee stabilizers are the ligaments and the muscle fibers. So once you get this strong, then it becomes easy for you to now use machines or workouts that involve lots of let's say squats or explosive workouts that involve jumping and things like that. So that's the progression. So you're progressing within the safety limits. You're not over
putting so much pressure.
Because if you're stressing it, and then it means you're causing some kind of damage.
Further damage.
Yes, so you want to work out within that limit, and that's why my idea of the rehabilitation is within this parameter.
Okay.
Now with the kettlebell, what we shall do is we shall use this box, and then we shall still mimic what we were doing earlier with the battle rope, and we shall do a single leg squat. Okay, James will demonstrate. Do a single leg squat. All right, stay there. So in this position, you hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Yeah. And then now it can be variations. You can put it closer to yourself. Yeah. So if it's closer, then it means the level of difficulty is less. Then once you take the weight away, you're increasing the level of difficulty. But you can have a number of variations where you're even using a single
as you lift it up.
Yes, a single hand up, you're putting it up. So this And the idea is when you're doing this, you're also strengthening these other areas of your body. Yeah. So probably you can also.
Let me give it a try.
Yes.
This is the kettlebell is about it's 6 kilograms actually. Remember, your knee is not supposed to go beyond your toes. Yes.
For purposes of safety, if you're carrying any kind of weight, maybe you're squatting, you're doing a deadlift, you have to maintain that. Don't let your knees go beyond
your toes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Bring it closer. Go a little down. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then use one hand, put it
put it up?
Yes. Go down a bit.
You know what?
Yeah.
This I need to work on my I need to work on my skills, but this is definitely something I'm going to be coming back and doing.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can see the level of how you can make using these machines difficult. Without you necessarily going to the gym and carrying weights.
Yes.
And for the audience, equipment like kettlebells or dumbbells, these are equipments that you can have at home, and then you wake up in the morning to use instead of if let's say you don't have time to go to the gym and work out. These are kinds of equipments that you can store at home, which can actually enable you putting some kind of work for purposes of health optimization.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the last one is
medicine ball.
So the medicine ball has a number of uses, which we.
Doctor, let me cut you short. Normally, this very common question: why is it called the medicine ball? Where is the medicine?
Where is the?
Oh yeah,
that was definitely going to come.
Yeah, I think it's because of its variations in uses. It has a number of purposes that we use it for. So it has uses which cut across compared to what other equipment can be utilized for. And
walk us through those different roles this helps with.
Now, for purposes of this demonstration that we're doing here, right? Of course, like James said, why is it called a medicine ball? There are so many reasons. There are so many uses that we can have. In case, let's say, we want to work on our core muscle fibers, we want to work on our hip stabilizers, we want to work on our quads, you can use a medicine ball. You want to work on your shoulders, you can use a medicine ball. And also, it's also helpful for purposes of there are other alternative therapies in recovery, like we call it myofascial therapy, where you can use it to relax your muscle fibers. For example, this. This is myofascial therapy for people with muscle pain, people who have muscle stiffness as well. They can use a medicine ball to do this. So 1 minute on the calf muscle fibers, then you come to the hamstrings, you do 1 minute, then you come to the side. So there's a tendon which is long. It's more like the zip for the quadriceps. It's called the iliotibial band. So it runs along the knee, from the knee up to the hip. So sometimes it becomes tight and causes pain at the hip. So there are people who normally tell you, oh, I feel a lot of pain on my hip. Yeah, and they probably think that it's actually the hip joint which is painful, but it's
just the muscle.
The ITB which is tight. Now, how you can correct the ITB tightness is by doing myofascial therapy, relax it, and you can even use a foam roller, or you can use a medicine ball, or you can use a cricket ball, or you can use a tennis ball. So if you're relaxing the ITB, yes.
Well, that's all we had for you today on our Wellness, Beauty and Lifestyle segment. We are here at Bodywise Bugolobi. You can make your way here and you'll be able to sit down with Dr. Isaac of the FHNS Rehabilitation Center in Bugolobi. My name is Priva Elibas. Keep watching Sunrise at Sea and don't blink.